Hi, this is Matt. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the different audiences that I've shared coaching experiences with in the past. It dovetails very well with some of the life experiences that I've had, including speaking, sales, etc. So we'll go through it topically for a few minutes and see how we can help each other. My background, as I've shared before, is a professional PhD in counseling from the University of Colorado in 1979. This background and training includes agency counseling, that's drugs and alcohol, career testing and evaluation in a university counseling center. When I was there, I used to work with students, for example, that were making decisions about majors and direction in their life in general. This background, however, represents a traditional therapy background. Coaching took me into a more proactive role now when I work with individuals. And so it's been a big switch in my life. Not that one's better than the other, it's just they're totally different. I share this with you because I came from a traditional therapeutic background and now work more in the coaching element. So the four audiences include these. One is number one, sales. One of the dramatic shifts in my life occurred in 1980. I moved away from therapeutic orientation and began actively selling both public speaking and training programs. My next audience is including sales individuals, sales teams, management individuals, etc. I have shared presentations with many different types of audiences: telephone systems, auto, furniture, financial services, etc. My skill base in working with you includes identifying possible sales challenges, understanding what you need to change, and then strategies on how to change to become much more effective in your sales career. Boy, I've been at it for a long time. I've been through good times, bad times, everywhere in between. That's one of the reasons why people like me as a speaker, because I don't hype things and I bring out the best in other individuals, sharing my heart and soul with them, as I will do with you as well. Number two, real estate. In 1988, I experienced one of the greatest challenges we'll ever face in a life. It's called a divorce. In that divorce, I inherited a son who was then 2.5 years of age. I made a conscious decision at that time to quit traveling and became a real estate broker in Colorado in 1992. I've been active since that time, including the worst years in real estate, including 2008 to 2012 during the meltdown. My professional background includes three designations: certified residential specialist, accredited buyer representative, and Graduate Realtor Institute. Only 1% of real estate agents have those three designations, incidentally. Additionally, I've created and marketed a product entitled Real Estate Business Plan. I use this in my own professional career, but it's also marketed nationally. It helps people get a grip on what is really important in business planning in real estate. Finally, I'm also the author of a full one-day training program entitled Fire Up Your Real Estate Career, based on my 32 years of experience. My coaching skill base here includes identifying sales challenges that you may be experiencing. And believe me, I've been through so many in my own life. Understanding what you need to change and strategies on how to change to become much more effective. That's number two, real estate. Number three is public speaking. My public speaking career has included one presentation that has been shared over 1,300 times. That's not boastful. That's just part of my life. It's happened over many years. I've shared the presentation with any kind of audience imaginable. These included corporations, associations, nonprofits, etc. In Denver, I used to speak as many times as 100 times a year, getting passed from audience to audience. I'm also the author of a 3-hour program entitled How to Build a Speaking Career. This, in my coaching skill base with you, it includes identifying your speaking challenges, understanding what you would need to change, and strategies on how to change to become much more effective. We will also be discussing together both the process of speaking dealing with fear, for example, or identifying topics that you think you might want to become involved in, and also marketing skills. That's totally different than the process of speaking. It includes marketing. I'll take some of the elements of the program, 3 hours, how to build a speaking career, and dovetail it with active listening to you and what you'd like to become and have in your speaking career. I've been at it, well, over almost 40 years now. Hard to believe, but it's a fun business. And when it works well, it's an incredible experience. On LinkedIn, for example, I just had an attorney from the East Coast that met me up in Breckenridge 36 years ago, talking about how much of an impact I had on him in the short time we had together and how he's still using some of the materials that I had created way back then. Finally, number 4 is the global topic called personal development. My training background includes 9 one-day training programs on a wide variety of topics. These can be seen, for example, on the YouTube channel, where I itemize the different specific stress management, time management, team building, etc. I've also, more importantly, towards the element of personal development, I have created and still share today a 2-day no limits personal development program called Achieve More Now. It involves mind dynamics, 3 models there, personal goal setting, insights on goal setting, plus an actual exercise on writing goals down, personal time management, getting control of time management in your life, 15 key resources to use anytime, and how to have better relationships with other people. My coaching skill base here includes identifying potential life challenges, understanding what you need to change, and strategies on how to change to become much more effective. Topics, as I've mentioned, include goal setting and time management. These can absolutely change your life, absolutely, in the direction that you most desire. Some of the coaching skills I use. Active listening. People find this incredible because I'm a public speaker. When I use training programs, I'm involved in training programs. I actually, when I come down from the stage, I change my format entirely and begin active listening to the people around me. Not the continuous speaking, but actually active listening to other people. We will use written material to identify and target specific change you desire. It's different when you write things down on paper so that you can see how they factor into, for example, time management, financial issues you may be facing. There'll be homework in between sessions that may be appropriate for you in your decision making. Always the focus is on you and your future, what you want to become, do, or have. It's helping, again, you to focus on what is important in your life. You know, what would happen if you were in your 40s? You're looking towards your 50s, possibly retirement, your 60s, maybe even 70s. I want to help you to make important decisions in your life. Many times it's when we don't get active in decision making, we put it off through procrastination. We don't get to the major life decisions in our life. But paradoxically, once we resolve those and make decisions to move forward, then our life changes. So those are some of the specific strategies I'll work with you, skill base. Getting started, I offer you a free 30-minute complimentary session where we can kind of test out the relationship between us. And you'll see if I'm an active listener. I may ask you some questions at that time as well. After this session, if you decide to go forward, we will book 3 monthly telephone sessions or Zoom if that's more helpful to you. I can do Zoom as well. Clients usually book for a minimum of 3 months. Now, my fee structure is $2,000 a month, and that sounds hefty to a lot of people, but I've been at this 40 years. You're getting a lot of life wisdom and a lot of skill-based and content that I've created through my training programs to make you the promise I won't waste your time, and I will be actively listening to you. One last little sticker. Payments are due by the 1st of the month, and I hope we have a good working relationship. This coaching can take you to so many new levels in your life. where your income, I've had one person I was in a mastermind group with, in 1 year, he took his income from $60,000 to $360,000 a year. Another individual I was in a mastermind, a different mastermind with, he took his income. He had been in residential real estate and decided to change. Through the mastermind group, we supported each other in that decision making, and his income changed radically. He got into commercial real estate sales, and he became one of the top apartment salesmen in the Denver metro area, made millions of dollars. What if he had let fear guide his life instead of making a conscious decision and change? So there may be homework assignments in between sessions. These help you to write things down, like goals, for example. See how physical goals affect your mental goals, emotionality, knowledge that you might want to gain. Termination is acceptable at any point, for example, especially if you feel like you've achieved your goals. You know, this is not a continuous thing for the rest of your life, unless you want it to be. My purpose is working with you to help you to enjoy your life and to help you become much more effective in your daily living. So I'm ready when you are. Let's get started. Here's my phone number, 720-229-7484, to set up that initial complimentary session for 30 minutes. At the end of that session, we will make a mutual decision about future sessions. Future sessions will be scheduled at the same time and same day. In other words, I have a schedule too I have to work with. I'm building a company national. This is my gift to you, basically. I could charge a lot more than what I quoted you before. You'll also be given information on what happens if you have to miss sessions, how many are possible, and how to do makeup sessions. These will always be around my schedule and what's available for you. I don't want to be negative about it, but I set aside time to listen to you and work with you on your goals and dreams. My email is matt6879@gmail.com, matt6879@gmail.com. Here's 3 quotes I'll end this session with. First one says, change will change you. Change is scary to a lot of people, especially as you get older. But you know, once you get on top of changing and know that you can make it through major decisions in your life, and you'll still be alive on the other side. I did it after a divorce. Devastated me totally. But you know, life goes on. Here's one of my favorite quotes of all time, Jack Canfield. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. What would you do if you could get rid of fear in your life, know how to work through it? It'll always be part of our life. But one of the greatest skills you can ever learn is how to cope with fear and make decisions around it. And finally, another one of my favorite quotes says, sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. Sometimes it's the smallest decisions that can change your life forever. Small decisions, saving money, for example, getting better at time management, solving your problems. Small efforts in your life can make your life so much better. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I'd love to take you into my life as a client to work with and see some dramatic life changes in your life. That's just one of the joys in my life. So pick up the phone, call me 720-229-7484, or drop me an email, matt689@789@gmail.com. Have a great day, and let's have a great future for you. Thank you.